The more it scares people away, the quicker I run to it. And what I mean by that is when I see other buyers and other investors typically running away from properties, those are the ones that I run as fast as I can to, because that usually means that there's opportunity in there. If it scares away 90% of the consumers out there, that's usually one that I want. You can make a lot of money flipping homes, yes. What's more importantly is you can fund that big why that we've already been talking about. We're going to give you just one example here of a house that we did really well on. It was on Locust Street here in Green Bay. When we bought it, we actually were not able to see the inside of the property, so we took a lot of risk on this one. And the property was overgrown. There was trees overgrown over the front of the house. There was branches and things climbing up the sides of the home. And then once we did actually purchase the property and could get on the inside, it was even worse. The flooring was all destroyed. The smell was horrible. The paint, the walls were running because they smoked so much in the house. Went in the basement and the spider webs were so bad, it was like you were going through the jungle. We actually had to use a broom to make a path through the basement. It was so bad. But now here are some after photos of what we did and how it looked once we were done. We were so grateful and so lucky. We actually were able to make $37,000 on that property alone. We made money on this one because we went into it right. We paid attention to our budget. We nailed what it was going to sell for. It actually, price got drove up and we sold it for a little bit more than what it was. We went in and we stuck money into the bathrooms and the kitchens, and then we made the house beautiful again. We just brought out what it used to be like when it was first built. Why we bought this house was it was in a great neighborhood. We could tell it needed a lot of work, and we were getting it at such a steep discount that we felt that even though we weren't able to see the inside of the property, that it still was going to be a big winner for us. So even if we went in and we had to replace everything, which we did, we still felt very, very comfortable based on our numbers and our budget that we could make this happen. Here's another great example of a property that we did on Abram Street in Green Bay. This property, again, it was another auction property. We were not able to see the inside of the home. Just a cute little house in town here that you walked up to it was pretty scary. My wife and I tour these houses quite a bit, and this was one house that she refused to go into just by judging it from the outside of the house. We'll go on tours on Saturdays and Sundays and view some of our flips with my family and my two kids, and she said, nope, I'm not going in that one, which is rare. They're brave and they love it. But this was one of those properties where she pulled up and said, you go through this one, we'll just wait this one out. She was right. You went in and the place was bad. They had, I think, dogs, a whole herd of them, and the smell was putrid. But you know, we got in there and we cleaned it up, and it turned out to look something like this. And these after photos, they did an amazing job. The contractors did great. We were blessed enough on that one to make over $27,000. We got everything out of the house. We didn't demo the walls, but we took out the carpet, we took out the flooring, we took out all the tile work, we took out all the kitchen cabinets, we completely gutted the bathrooms and the kitchen, and we were essentially dealing with a house that basically just had drywall and no trim and nothing. We came then through and we started putting it all back together. We actually resealed all the floors so that the house wouldn't smell. We took all the carpet, we put new carpet, new flooring, new tile, everything throughout the entire house. We replaced the windows and then we staged it. So I have a rule that when I go into these houses, and the more it scares people away, the quicker I run to it. And what I mean by that is when I see other buyers and other investors typically running away from properties, those are the ones that I run as fast as I can to, because that usually means that there's opportunity in there. If it scares away 90% of the consumers out there, that's usually one that I want. And what I mean by that is we've gotten to the point where we've been doing this long enough and have flipped over 110 houses that we feel confident taking on basement issues, mold issues, roofs that are caving in. We just make sure that we know what we're doing and that we have the contractors that are going to do it and fix it the right way. When we're flipping these houses at a really high level like we are, there is so many opportunities that are around it. You pick up buyers. So if you're an agent and you're flipping houses, you pick up buyers, you pick up sellers, you pick up market share, you get your name out there for marketing, you pick up a reputation of flipping houses. People bring you opportunities that you wouldn't even know about just because they know that this is what you do. So not only are you helping fund your big life and your big why, but you have other people out there helping you just as well. I can't explain how good of a feeling it is to take something that everybody else ignored, everybody else thought was ugly, that smelled, and that was just this horrible eyesore in the neighborhood, and then coming in and renovating it and giving it new life and having an impact on the neighborhood and the people that buy it. You can't explain how rewarding it is. And then to be able to make money after doing all that, it's a pretty rewarding experience. I hope you all get to enjoy the same.